Video, before I start, I need y'all to hit the thumbs up button. I need y'all to like it and hit that bell button. I'm going to explain in this video why that Cleveland Cavaliers team and that Golden State Warrior team with added KD was equal. And like, hold on, wait on, man. They added KD to a 73-9 win team. Well, you gotta understand, it's a lot of great regular season teams. Don't mean they're the best team. As I recall, Al Horford, Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, Paul Millsap had the best record. I think they won 66 games. Well, 62 games. I'm sorry, they won 62 games. That team, they had 4 All-Stars. They had the best record in the East. They had 4 All-Stars on that team. They got bounced. I forgot what round they got bounced. They didn't even make it to the finals. They got bounced in the playoffs. So, a great regular season team is just how great the team is playing. The chemistry is playing. It's not mean the team is better. If you for a second think LeBron James, Kyrie, Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Amari Shepard, Tristan Thompson, Kyle Korver, if you somehow think that team is not better than Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Harrison Barnes, and Andrew Bogut, you're sadly mistaken, my friend. You are on one. And let me explain to you basketball-wise why you're on one. Steph Curry is a 6'3" guard. He's limited on the court. He cannot defend both sides of the court. LeBron James can. LeBron James can see over the floor better than Steph Curry. Steph Curry can be minimized by his height, by tough defense, about inside presence, arching the shot at the rim. You're not arching LeBron shots at the rim. You're not changing LeBron shots at the rim. You can do that with Steph Curry. If the flow not going, and if you got to drop to the paint, it's going to be a big man waiting. You can do that all small guards. It's hard. It's easy to lock down smaller guards. Let's ask Kyrie Irving. So, when you have a game changer and a mismatch every night like LeBron James, who's 6'9", 260 pounds, a locomotive, how are you going to compare LeBron James to Steph Curry? I just find that amusing. A guy that's 6 inches taller than Steph Curry, a half a foot taller than Steph Curry, we want to say they equal. The most ridiculous shit ever. Steph Curry's greatness has come from his three-point shooting ability, that he spreads the flow for everybody and his all the teammates. His three-point shooting ability make his teammates better, just by him being on the floor. It doesn't mean he's a better player than LeBron James. It doesn't mean he's on the same level. Like, that shit is ridiculous to me. Like, that comparison is ridiculous. LeBron, like in a 7-game series, you're gonna pick LeBron James or Steph Curry. He can play both sides of the floor, bro. Steph can't. So, but then you got a 6'2" guard in Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry, that's the comparison. So LeBron James had a Kyrie Irving on it. So Steph Curry didn't have a LeBron James on his team. So for them to go get KD, just made it equal. It just made it equal for LeBron James. LeBron James and KD equaled each other out. Steph Curry and Kyrie equaled each other out. Kevin Love is the All-Star. Klay Thompson the All-Star. They equal each other out. Or if you want to go Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, I go Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. You go Draymond Green and Kevin Love. Kevin Love and Draymond Green equal each other out. I think Kevin Love better, in my opinion. Sorry. If Draymond Green was on another team besides Golden State, he'd be an average player at best. I love Draymond. I love his defense, but come on, that system he's in making him. He owes his whole career to Steph and Klay Thompson. I digress. So yeah. And then you got the equalizer. You got Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson is a different maker because they don't have because Cleveland don't have a Klay Thompson on their team, but they had variety. They had a variety. They had J.R., Amon Shepard, and Kyle Korver as they shooters. They had that as they shooting. So you don't have another a fair pairing to equal to Klay Thompson when it comes to that. But Klay Thompson is a catch and shoot. You close out him close, he can take it off the dribble. He can go take off the dribble and lay it up, but he's not a go off the dribble guy. You actually want him to take it off the dribble. So, with that being said, you have pieces to match up with each other well. So it was a fairly equally both sides of both teams. It was fairly equal to, in my opinion. In my opinion. People gonna make the comments who's gonna equal to Klay Thompson? Well, Klay Thompson, I just gave you 3 names that can shoot, that can equal up to Klay's production. Even if Golden State was a little better team overall, if people think that because Klay Thompson was better than those 3 guys I named, all put together, then you will have to say, okay, well, you have to say, okay, well, you have to say, the Kobe Bryant beat a team with 4 All-Stars. You had to say Kobe Bryant beat a team of 4 All-Stars in the Boston Celtics when he had 1 All-Star on his team. You had to say LeBron James' greatness had to elevate that Cleveland Cavaliers team over a Klay Thompson. Just a Klay Thompson that's slightly better than Amon Shepard, J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, production-wise, that they was getting from Klay Thompson. You had to say that because you had Andre Iguodala on the team who's not giving you a lot of production. Let's just be honest. Andre Iguodala was just out there for defense, and sometimes he can hit a spot up things, and if you could drive out him too close, he can go dunk it. But he's not a great offensive scare, not a great offensive threat. So when I say this, I'm telling you, I think the team was equal. I think it was unfair for LeBron James and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love to go up against Steph Curry with just Klay Thompson. You got to remember, it was just Klay Thompson. Now, Draymond Green had a great series. He had a pretty good damn series in that 2016 finals that they lost. Because he had a great Game 7. He had put up 37 in Game 7. He was spectacular. He was the best player in that Game 7. So I got to give Draymond credit. But when you play 4-on-5 with Draymond, a lot of times you got to play on 4-on-5. That was a anomaly game. You got to play 4-on-5 when you got Draymond Green. So Cleveland was able to play 4-on-5 and had the 2 best one-on-one players in that series. And you had Steph Curry try to be equal to LeBron James. This shit is not possible, bro. When in the media gonna tell that truth? Like, we gotta stop that shit, man. We cannot come out here and honestly say that 73-9 team just had the greatest regular season ever. That Cavs team, that Warrior team was better than that Cavs team with a LeBron James as the best player. And you got Steph Curry, who's 6 feet tall. And you got Klay Thompson, who's just a great shooter, one of the greatest shooters, and the 2-way players in the league. When you got LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. We cannot honestly sit here and say that. And LeBron James had great role players like Amon Shepard, Richard Jefferson, J.R. Smith, like Kyle Korver. Like, we can't sit here and spread those lies anymore. I would not tolerate it. I'm here for the smoke. I didn't counter everything y'all can say. What you want to say? Because they got 73-9. I just explained to you, like, the Hawks when they lost, like, early in, I don't think they made it to the East Conference Finals, if I'm not mistaken. What the regular season record got to do? We seen a lot. We seen the New England Patriots go 18-0 all through the regular season, the playoffs, and lose in the Super Bowl. Giants was the better team because they had the better defensive players. They front four dominated that offense. We got to start looking at matchups and not records. Start looking at the teams and not records. If we do that, we'll be better off in not media narratives and agendas. We won't say, well, LeBron James is the greatest of all time, and LeBron James sparked it by saying himself. LeBron James, I'm the greatest of all time because I beat a 73-9 win team. No, bro. No, it don't work that way, bro. You beat a great regular team, but you didn't use the better team. You was the better team. Stop trying to make like you was the better team. You was the better player. You had the better players. That's it. That's it for me. Tell me what y'all think.